Good afternoon, YouTubers. It's your Sky Diva. It's been a minute since I posted a video. I'm trying to learn how to use my my iPad to put more than one content in at a time and break it up and slow it down. But until I figure that out, it's what you get. I'm on a good trip. This 4-day, I have a 4-day. I was in a 6-day bucket, which means I was on reserve for 6 days. They actually used me for a turn on one day, and then I didn't get called on Thanksgiving, but I had to stay in Chicago. And now I spent 2 days in Tennessee. Tonight I am in New York, Queens, New York, and then tomorrow I'm going back to Chicago. And if I get in time, because there's supposed to be a lot of a snowstorm, Charlie, I think that's his name, in Chicago. So it just depends on if I'm delayed or not. I hope I'm not, because I need to get back to Texas, because me and the snow, yeah, we ain't gonna make it. I ordered me some snow boots the other day. Friday when I left, they came in town, so they'll be at my crash pad when I get in tomorrow, if I don't catch the next flight out to Houston. But it's been a really, really good trip. The first officer and the captain are really nice, personable people. They're friendly. The first officer, as a matter of fact, this is his first trip flying. So I think he's doing a line check. And we've been having a good time. He's really cool. The captain is really cool. He's really nice. And we landed today in New York, and we walked a few blocks to this Haitian restaurant to get some food. And none of us, of course, speak Haitian, but it was just recommended, and it was in walking distance. And the food looked so good. It was like cafeteria buffet style, but we didn't know what the meat was, so we was trying to ask what kind of meat it was, and they didn't understand what we were saying. So somebody, finally, kind of pointed out the different meats and told us what it was. And what I thought was oxtails was actually goat. I would have been sick if I would have been eating goat and didn't know it. But yeah, the snow that's about to come in is no joke. So, and then when I went to Tennessee, I have a high school classmate that lives in Tennessee, so I was able to hook up with him and go out with some of him and his friends. We went to a cigar lounge and had a good time, and working with a cool flight attendant as well. I advanced to the next level of recognition. I'm on the bronze level. That's when people give you raves or kudos or what have you, and between 10 and 29 you get a bronze pin for your wings. So I'm excited about that. What else? Oh, someone asked me, they were trying to decide who to go with. I believe they received CJOs from Frontier and Frontier and SkyWest. I don't know nothing about Frontier, so I was like, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask somebody that works for Frontier. I don't know what their benefits are like. I don't know. I know that I've heard they don't have a lot of domiciles, so I don't know where they're based. I don't know nothing about Frontier. So I would definitely, research all the airlines that you're interested in so you can find out what their policies are. I know that she said that she had a tattoo on her neck and her hand. And I said, well, you can't have tattoos at Frontier. And they ask you that when you fill out the application. And if you put yes, your application automatically comes back denied. So apparently you said no, so now you're worried that you're not going to get the interview, because I heard, and I don't know how true this is, that they do like a thorough, I mean like more thorough than us, tattoo check. So I just don't get why they lie about it at all, but it is what it is. But anyway, back to the benefits for SkyWest. So automatically you get Delta and United travel benefits for you, your kids, your spouse, and your mom and dad. Now, if you happen to work at a base that also flies American, then you'll get American. If you work at a base that gets Alaska, you'll get excuse me, long day. You'll get Alaska as well. And other than your spouses, your kids, and your parents, you can put a companion on each one of those benefits. So like you can have your best friend on Delta, a boo thing on American, or one or two cousins on United, or whatever. It's up to you. There's an annual fee that they have to pay, $50, $75 annual fee, and that's annual from your anniversary when you got hired. Except for United, it's a plan year. So that's at the end of December. In January, it starts over. So you can add them to your benefits, and they are flying non-rev. You have to make sure they understand and they know what non-rev is. And, we fly non-rev too. So all this, I'm going to go home, I'm going to commute back to work, back from where I live. You got a lot of things you have to consider. You have to consider, where do you live? If one of those airlines, have a non-stop flight through there, how many flights do they have in a day? If I get off at 9 o'clock at night, will I be able to fly home or not? What else? What is the weather like? Is the weather bad here? They're like, a snowstorm is supposed to come in Chicago tomorrow. We're supposed to get in about 3 tomorrow. I want to go home to Houston because I don't want to be here for no 3 days for no snowstorm. But I also have to work on the 29th. So if I get off early tomorrow, I can probably afford to go home and then come back on the 28th if the weather is going to be, excuse me, tired, commutable. But if I don't get a chance to go home, I'm off on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, so I'll just go then. But yeah, so those are our flight benefits. Those benefits start when you're in training, and then you have to opt into the other ones, and then once you make your payment or whatever, you can use them. You can, do it in training, after training, whatever. But you don't have to put anybody on your benefits. That's up to you. I've flown home on Frontier, Alaska, of course, United, mostly American. Oh my God. Ugh. Mostly American for me, because it's hard to fly on United. So those are your flight benefits for SkyWest, and it's pretty standard, and I never have any issues or any problems. And I am going to go take a shower and wash my face and go to sleep because I can't keep my eyes open. But thanks again for listening. If you have any more questions, feel free to let me know. Bye.